And so we've been doing a lot with fascia release the past couple of weeks. So I'll implement a few different stretches and moves with that. I think people have found it to be very helpful. Let me just turn off my phone. Okay. We'll do some today for the hips. I'll do a bunch for the hips. And actually, Linda M., you could probably do them as well. Earrings. And then do a couple for the shoulders. So I will put us on mute. Feel free to unmute at any time. And so let's just find a comfortable place to land. Noticing wherever you are that you have support and whatever that looks like for you. Maybe sitting back against something, maybe laying down. You might have something beneath you as you're seated. Whatever would support your body as you're showing up today and how you feel today. Feel free to bring any movement to your body before we come to some stillness or offer stillness. Sometimes that's a helpful thing. And you might close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Just taking this moment to inviting yourself into the practice, into your body. And just use the next couple moments to really cultivate a sense of presence here. Dropping inside, maybe hearing, feeling the beating of your heart. Feeling the movement of your breath. Noticing the pacing of your thoughts. They're moving quickly. They feel a little more quiet. And then noticing the connection of your body right now to the earth, to whatever it is that you're touching. Maybe it's blankets, pillows, a seat. So feeling a sense of grounding. And then maybe taking the imagery of your mind as a painting. Noticing the colors, the textures. Notice what you are seeing in your mind's eye. Your mind is a painting right now. What color feels prominent for you? Maybe that color might speak to your chakras. Noticing any sensations right now moving in your body. Feeling the energy move. Feeling the breath move. Again, cultivating this sense of presence. I invite you to deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. Let's take 2 more just like that. In and out through the nose, if the nose allows. Beautiful. And the next breath, let's breathe directly into the heart space, filling up the heart. Full breath in through the nose. And if you're comfortable with it, at the top of the breath, taking a hold and just bowing the chin down just a bit, lifting up through the heart, holding the breath. Exhale, release, let it go. Take 2 or 3 natural breaths here. Beautiful. As you're ready, once again, inhaling through the nose, filling up into the heart space, and then drawing the energy in from the pelvic floor all the way up. Option to take a hold, holding the breath, feeling the pull from the pelvis all the way up. Exhale, release the breath. So we're moving the prana, moving the energy through our body. Let it go. Take 2 or 3 natural breaths. Option to do this one more time. Full breath in through the nose, filling up through the heart space, drawing the energy from the pelvic floor all the way up. Feel the lift, feel it brighten. Perhaps that hold at the top of the breath. Exhale, let it go. Increasing our capacity. And again, cultivating presence through the breath, our body. Beautiful. And just take a moment, notice how you feel right now in your body. Nice. And then I offer you to take your hands together, your palms together, and we're going to rub them together, creating our own energy, our own little self-Reiki that we'll do right now. A little self-love, finding some warmth. And then releasing the hands, gently resting your fingertips above the brow. Softly breathing here. You might feel a vibration. Beautiful. Gently bringing maybe one hand over the other, very gently resting at the throat, at the neck, at the throat chakra. A place of communication, not just outward, but so important. The conversation, the words we have with ourselves, right? And then gently bringing your hands to your heart space, your heart chakra. Noticing your thoughts, your images, any sensations right now in your body. Taking a moment right here to find something you feel grateful for, picturing it in your mind's eye. You might say it to yourself. Beautiful. And with your hands at your chest, taking your thumbs and just hooking them, letting your fingertips be on the outside, reaching towards your shoulders. And we'll just do some bilateral tapping. So tapping one hand, tapping the other. So sweet for our nervous system. Bringing balance to our body. Nice. And then you can just rest the hands. You might bring your left hand under your right armpit, right hand under your left armpit. Another really sweet somatic movement for our nervous system. And taking this moment and perhaps setting an intention for our practice. Beautiful, releasing the hands and then bringing any movement into your body. Maybe it's your neck, maybe it's your shoulders. Nice. And then as you're ready, we can start on our backs today. So let's just draw the knees in, take a little hug here. Beautiful. Let the shoulders get nice and wide, hands on the knees. And we'll just make some circles, bringing the knees away from each other and back together. And then reversing that. Nice. Let's send the feet up to the sky without straightening the legs so much. We're just going to get into the joints. So rolling through our ankles. You might spread your toes, maybe flex and point. Nice. And then on the right leg, you might hold your leg, and we're just going to circle the calf, the shin, the foot. So the thigh is staying pretty much still, as much as can be, and reversing that. So giving a little love to our knees. Nice. We'll do that to the other side. And reversing that. Nice. And let's bring that left foot down, and we'll keep the right leg here, and we'll do a little bit of that nerve flossing. So good for anybody with any sciatica, piriformis, any pain through the hip. So we'll bend into that right knee. We'll press the right foot up to the sky, pointing, flexing, and bending. And just moving at your pace. This really helps to release that sciatic nerve, which runs all the way down and separates all the way right up to the big toe. The femoral nerve comes in through there. Beautiful. Maybe one more. Nice. And then from here, you can keep that left knee bent or lengthen, whatever feels nice for you. Or if it's bent, it might support your lower back more. If it's lengthened, it might give you a hip opener. And let's do some big circles with this right leg, bringing it off to the right, sending it down towards your left foot. We'll start to close the hip and draw it into the chest. Let's take that one more time. So these are cars, these controlled movements through the joint. We're concentrating on the right hip right now, keeping the rest of the body still. Let's go the other direction. And the key thing with these cars are you don't move into pain, you move out of it. So if you come to a spot that feels painful, move around it. Beautiful. And then we can bring that down. You can either lengthen it or bend the knee, whatever feels right. We'll draw the left knee in. We'll do the nerve flossing on this side. So bending the knee, sending to the sky, point, flex, bend. We'll do that several times. And so notice if your shoulders are tensing, if they're holding, curling. See if you can find a little space there. And just knowing that's our nervous system reacting, right? So if we can be a little aware. Have these internal conversations with ourselves, by telling our upper body that we're not going any further than what we're doing here. The shoulders don't need to brace. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we can circle this left leg. So letting it come out like that froggy pose, opening the hip, pressing that left foot away, starting to close the hip so the toes point up and maybe even a little to the right, drawing it in. Maybe take another set like that, another circle like that, keeping the rest of the body as still as possible. And then we'll reverse that direction. Beautiful, getting the blood Everything circulating through the hip joint. Nice. Might bring the feet nice and wide, knees are bent. Just bring some rocking, windshield wipers. Maybe the arms are out to the side. Nice. And then from here, we'll come into our figure 4. So we'll bring that right ankle to the left thigh. And then either drawing the legs in and bringing your hands behind your left thigh, or you can bring a towel or a strap, or you can also rest your left foot on a chair or wall. So lots of different options here. But we're going to do something that will really, we're going to speak to this right hip, the piriformis, the sciatic, anything that's going on here. We're going to kind of brighten it up here. So the idea here is to almost think of yourself as kicking out your right foot into that left knee. And so we're going to kick it out. So feel like you're pressing your whole right leg into that left knee as you draw the legs in just a little bit closer towards your chest. And it might be an inch, it might be a centimeter, whatever it might be. And then soften and let it come back out. No engagement. Again, we're going to draw it in, and as we're drawing it in, you're pressing that right foot, right ankle into the left thigh, and you should definitely feel this. I feel it pretty strong, right up through my whole, through the hamstrings, through the abductors, and then we'll release and soften. Let's take that one more time, pressing in. So we are really working on the connective tissue here, the fascia, breaking things up. That is the idea. And then softening that. Beautiful. And from here, we can bring that left foot down, uncross the legs. You might lengthen the legs, shake them out, anything to just kind of let that go. Whatever works for you. This works for me. And then we can take it to the other side. So left ankle to the right thigh. Again, that right foot can stay on the ground, or you can bring it up to a chair, or maybe you're using a strap or your hands behind the thigh. And we're going to start that kick out. So feel like you're kicking, pressing the outside of your left ankle into your right thigh as you draw the legs in a bit, wherever there's room to be without any pain. And then soften, and you'll let it come back out. Let's do that a few times if this feels right for you. So I'm doing that kick out as I draw it in, and I'm surely feeling this in the left hip, and then releasing it out. And take this 2 more times. Beautiful. And releasing that. Nice. You can sit and rock for a moment here. And then we can bring the right foot down, uncross the legs. And once again, you might lengthen them out, give it a little shake, maybe reach the arms back behind you. Nice full body stretch. Let's lengthen the right side by reaching the right hand back further and the left toes, left foot away from you. And now let's lengthen the left side, doing the same thing as you release the right. Beautiful. Coming back to center. We'll bend into the knees, feet on the ground. Do some pelvic tilts. So bringing some movement, fluid to the lower back, the sacrum, tilting the pelvis away and towards you. Nice. And then from here, you might draw the knees so they're above the hips and just waking up the core. The shoulders be wide here. You're always welcome to bring your thumbs beneath your seat. That can surely be a source of support. Maybe they're by your side. And maybe doing a little bit of some taps. So tapping the right toes down, drawing it back in, left toes down, drawing it back in. As we're doing this, checking in with the shoulders, if they're curling up, if we could find some width here. Beautiful. And then from here, let's draw the knees in a little bit. The heels are touching. And then we're going to press the feet away. So kind of like this froggy, drawing it in, pressing back up to the sky or out in front of it. Do that one more time. Beautiful. Back to stacking the knees over the hips. Hands can come to the sky, and you'll make this your own. So maybe the right leg goes long and the left arm reaches back. Or maybe we do the taps where the knee is bent and you tap down the toes and come back to your tabletop. So you find what works for you. Also, if the shoulders aren't happy moving the arms back, you might bring them to the sides. And we'll connect our breath with each movement. Let your body really represent your breath. Keeping the hips, the pelvis as steady as possible. Beautiful. Maybe one more set. Always stopping whenever you like. It's always your practice. Nice. Let's draw the knees in wide. Rock it side to side. Give your lower back a beautiful massage here. Nice. And we can bring the feet down. If you like using a block for bridge pose, you can bring a block between the thighs. Nice. Feeling your feet on the ground, feeling all four corners of your feet. And then pressing the hips up towards the sky. And as you're doing that, feel like you're drawing your heels in towards you, squeezing into the glutes, feeling that opening in the hip flexor. Nice full breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, release it down. Maybe taking one or two more. If you'd like to include the arms, feel free to reach back and sweep them by your side. Nice. We can meet up with our hips on the ground. If you do have a block between the thighs, take it as wide as you can. That feels okay for you. And we're just going to squeeze into that block, which is just so beautiful for our SI joint, our hips, our pelvis, creating space. So pressing about 20-30% into that block. Beautiful. And then we can make it a little bit narrower as we draw the knees back up. Hands could be at your side or beneath your hips. We're just going to let them fall a little bit to the left, back to center, falling to the right. Let's find a little ease in the belly. Just bringing some really beautiful movement to the low back, the side body. And then we can release the block. We're just going to come onto our right side. You might want something underneath your head for support for your shoulder and your neck. You're going to bend into the knees, stack the feet. And we're going to lift up this top leg, still working on the adductors and the fascia that runs all the way back. So we're going to lift up this left leg, left hand comes onto the leg, and I'm going to push into my knee. I'm going to push my knee into my leg as I start to bring it down towards the right. So there's that engagement, and then release the engagement as you lift it back up. And again, pressing your knee into your hand, hand into your knee, and then release that engagement as it comes back up. I'll take one more here. And release as it comes back up. Beautiful. And then from here, if you have another block, you can bring that between the knees, because laying on your side, I love keeping the SI nice and the structure in place. And Diane, I should have thought of this. If you have a band, a weight that you'd like to use here, feel free, of course, or nothing. Bringing the arms out in front, we'll do those open books, bringing the left hand up and back. So if you have a light weight you'd like to use, or if this alone just feels really nice, take this. I'll do this about 5 times. Opening up the chest muscles, our pecs, which can often lead to neck and shoulder pain. Beautiful. And then we can release that, and we'll come right onto our left side. So you can just roll over. I'm going to do it this way so I can face you. So lifting the bent right knee this time, lifting it up higher. Your right hand can be on it as we press it down and press your leg into your hand so there's that tension, and then softly let it rise. Do a few of these. As again, we're really working on the adductor here, the deep connective tissue. Beautiful. And then we can bring that right knee down, maybe bringing a block or pillow or anything between the knees. Arms can come out. You can have a light weight in your right hand or a block or nothing. And then reaching that right arm back, letting the head, the neck, the gaze just follow. Let everything move like fluid. Nice. And then as you're ready, you can remove that block and then just slowly find our way up. So you might just kind of crawl your way up. And we'll find a comfortable seat. Sit up on a block, but you, again, find what works for you. Just roll through the shoulders, any movement through the head and neck that feels good for you. And reversing that. Beautiful. And sweep the arms up to the sky, soft shoulders. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. Inhale the center. Maybe a cactus here, plugging the arm bones right into the shoulders, getting the shoulder blades like they're going to touch. On the inhale, let's reach it all the way up. Exhale towards your right. Beautiful. Inhale back up to the sky. Palms touch, and we'll draw it right into the heart space. Nice. From here, let's bring your left knee up, whatever that means for you. So you can tuck this under. If you'd like to get more of a twist, you can cross it over and play with this however you like. And we did this in last night's class. We're going to get into the shoulder, the fascia through the back of the neck and the shoulder and the chest. So we'll bring our left hand on the inside of the right knee. And from here, we're going to bring this hand down. So I'm going to push it behind the hand, and I'm pushing my hand into the top hand. So again, that same action that we've been doing, and then release and let it come up. Nice long spine here, that's important. So you might feel this through the back of the shoulder, back of the neck, a little bit of the chest, and then release and let it come up. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful. Release that. You might shake it out. Let's take advantage of whatever crazy position you're in as we sweep the arms up. On the exhale, we'll take a gentle twist, either towards the left or the right. If there's more space for our bodies on the right, then turn towards the right. There's no right or wrong here. I just find a long spine wherever you are in this. Beautiful. And then we can come back to center, and then we'll just switch which knee is up. So bringing that right knee up, I'm going to bring the left down. This is where sitting up on something might be really helpful. And you can cross it over or keep it in front. Right arm on the inside of the knee, and I'll take my left hand on the outside, and I'm pushing my left hand into my right and my right into my left as I bring it down. And that's what brings that engagement and the breakup of fascia through the shoulder, the traps, and then we'll bring it back up. Softly, no engagement as you come up, pushing as you bring it down. You come back up softly, and we'll take that one more time. Beautiful. Let's release that, maybe give a roll. And then option to sweep the arms up and take a seated twist. So maybe towards your right or maybe towards your left. Wherever you are in this, just find a long spine, stacking head over heart, heart over pelvis. Beautiful. You can untangle, come back to center. And if you're sitting on something, we can come off and we'll find a tabletop here. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. We'll take some cat-cows, letting the heart open, belly drop. And just check in with your neck here that we're not looking all the way up. Maybe your gaze is at the edge of your mat the most. And then rounding navel to the spine. You might really push this one away. You can add to it, send the hips back, make this your own. And just move through with your breath. Let the movement represent your breathing. Beautiful. We'll find a neutral spine here. We'll take one more really good stretch for the shoulder. So let's inhale the right arm up to the sky. On the exhale, we'll thread that right hand behind the left, come down on your right shoulder, right ear. And then extending the left leg, not the left leg, sorry, the left arm out in front. You might tent your fingers. And so from here, the invitation is to press the outside of your right arm into the earth at the same time as shifting your hips just a bit to the right. And you might notice a big engagement through the whole shoulder girdle. And then soften everything. Take that one more time, pressing the back of your right arm into the earth. Maybe a little bit of a shift of the hips to the right. Beautiful, softening that. Let's draw the left hand back beside your face, pressing into the earth, and we'll inhale that right arm all the way up to the sky. Beautiful, maybe making a big circle with that right arm. And releasing the right hand down. We'll take that to the other side, inhaling the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest. And then on the exhale, we'll thread that left hand behind the right, sliding down, land on our left cheek, left shoulder, sending the right arm out. And then again, the invitation is to press the back of your right arm into the earth. And this time shifting your hips just a drop to the left. You'll feel it probably right away. Up through your shoulder blades. And then soften. And take that again, engaging your left arm into the earth. A very slight move of the hips to the left. So subtle. And then soften and release. Beautiful. Let's slide the right hand back beside your face as we press into the earth. Inhaling the left arm all the way up to the sky. I feel this big time. Beautiful. And then we can release that down. Let's do a little bit of some barrel rolls here. Just let the belly drop, go side to side. Any movement in the shoulders, the neck, and then reversing that. Beautiful. From here, let's step the right foot forward. And you might want some blocks here. It's just a really nice way to get a little bit of space. Heart lift. Beautiful. And then let's send the hips back. And as we are, we're going to feel as if we're dragging our right heel towards our body. And by doing that, you might get a stronger release through the hip, through the glute, through the hamstring. And then softly we'll come back forward. Let's take that again, sending the hips back. Feel like you're dragging your heel towards you. And then soften, release. Beautiful. Let's just do a back and forth a few times, just releasing anything in the hip here. Nice. Beautiful. From here, you can stay with your hands down or perhaps sweep them up to the sky. Softening the shoulders. Nice. You might take a block, bring it to your right side. I'm going to bring it nice and high and just reach that left arm up and over, getting a beautiful stretch from your left knee all the way up. Nice. Bring it back to center. Bring the arms up to the sky. Nice. And then the hands can come down in front and we'll just switch it out. Right knee comes back, left foot steps forward. Maybe use some blocks here. Let the heart lift. Nice. And then the invitation is to draw the hips back. Feel as if you're dragging. So you're really engaging the whole backside of your left leg, dragging, and then soften, come forward. So again, we're trying to get into that fascia, a connective, deep tissue that holds everything together. Maybe one more time. Dragging the left heel, fully engaging the back of the left leg, and come forward. And then we can just softly, without any engagement, bring that movement into our hips. Beautiful. Meeting up in the low lunge. You can stay here with your hands on blocks. You might come up with your hands on your knee, or maybe sweep the arms up, softening the shoulders. Tailbone is headed down. And then option to bring the left, a block to your left side by your hip. Your left hand can come down, reaching the right arm up and over. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Nice. And then we can bring the hands back down. Let's send that left foot back. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog. So feel free to take this from you can stand up and bring your hands on the back of a chair. You can bring your hands shoulder length at a wall and just step back. However you'd like to take your downward dog this morning. We're just trying to find length in our spine, really pressing the earth away. You might pedal the knees, pedal the feet, feel how the ankles are this morning. Beautiful. Let's float the body forward. We'll find a plank pose. And then we'll lower the knees and send the hips back, lengthening the arms, child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale forward, tabletop, send the hips back up to the sky and pedal it out. Nice. From here, let's walk our feet towards our hands. You can stay in this forward fold, ragdoll, taking opposite elbows. You can stay with your forearms resting on your thighs if you'd like. Beautiful. Let's find a half lift, lengthening through the spine. You can soften down, bending into the knees, lifting through the heart, and we'll root to rise. Let's sweep it all the way up, finding a tall mountain, reaching up to the sky. And then we can let the hands come down behind the back, either taking a strap or interlacing your fingers, softening through the shoulders. Feel your feet on the ground, either staying right here or maybe sending the hips back. The gaze comes down a bit, so the neck is nice and long, core is engaged. Beautiful. Let's press the other way, release our hands, sweep it all the way up as we reach it up, keeping your eyes open so you have a drishti, and we're going to lift up that right knee, finding some balance. Feel free to hold onto a wall, a chair, whatever you like. Beautiful. We're going to bring that right foot down, find our chair pose again. Maybe the hands come behind or at your hips or at your heart. Let's press the earth away. And once again, we're going to find a one-legged Tadasana, lifting up that left knee. You can hold on to anything nearby. Balance is more about learning. It's not how well we can balance. It's learning our body, how we can catch ourselves, right? And then releasing that left foot down. Let's find our chair pose again. Beautiful. This time, let's just sweep it all the way up. Small mountain, palms touch, and we'll draw it right into the heart space. Nice. Once again, we can open our eyes, just find your focal point. Let's lift the right foot, and we're going to bring movement here. So circling, getting into that hip again, and reversing that. Making sure we're not dumping into the left hip, so really finding length on the left side. Beautiful. And then from here, let's soften into that left knee, and we're going to step the right foot back, and we'll find a high lunge here. So maybe you're on the ball of your right foot, bending into the left knee. If it doesn't feel good to be on the ball of your foot, drop the heel and find warrior one. Either one is fine. Nice. You can have a bend in this right knee if that feels best in the lower back. Maybe the hands rise. Beautiful. Let's release that right heel to the ground. We'll find our warrior two. Nice. Find reverse triangle, reaching the left arm up. Exhale, extended side angle, bending into the left knee, right arm across the horizon. That one more time. Inhale, reverse or triangle, reaching the left arm up. Beautiful. Exhale, extended. Beautiful. You can bring the hands down to blocks or the ground, lifting that right heel and stepping the right foot forward. Finding that halfway lift. Softening down. Then we'll root to rise, press the earth away. Feel the strength of your body, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Again, finding your drishti. We'll lift up the left knee this time. Feel free to hold anything, and we'll get into that left hip, circling. You might touch down several times. That's completely fine. Taking it slow so you can feel the movement of your body and how to catch yourself, right? Beautiful. Let's soften into this right knee and step that left foot back, finding a high lunge here, or warrior one. You can release the left heel if you'd like. Open the heart. Tailbone down towards the earth. Maybe the hands come up, maybe they stay at your side. Beautiful. Let's release that left heel down, so we'll find our warrior two. So the left foot is on the 90-degree angle, kind of in line with the edge of your mat. Lengthening the right leg, reaching the right arm up. So we've got balance right here. We've got strength and a beautiful opening. Exhale, bending into the right knee. Right arm can come to that thigh, reaching the left arm, maybe by your ear, or it could stay at your hip. As we press the earth away with the right foot, come back up, reverse triangle. Beautiful. Coming back to our extended side angle. Nice. You can turn to face the ground. Hands can come to blocks or the earth. Nice. And from here, let's send the right foot back. You can drop the left knee or not as we come into plank pose. So both knees can be down or up. Hugging the elbows in as we come to our belly. Inhale to cobra, lifting the heart. Really light on the wrists here and softening down. Again, we'll take an inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, let's send the hips all the way back, child's pose. Knees can be close together or wide apart. Take about 3 breaths here. Beautiful. And slowly coming on up. Bring our legs out in front. Before we come down, just one more move with our hips. So feet nice and wide. Let the knees fall to the left. Let them fall to the right. Some windshield wipers here. You might bring it into more of a stargazer. So maybe when they fall to the right, the left arm reaches. You might lift the hips. And do the same on the other side, or just continue with the windshield wipers. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we'll find our way down onto our backs. Lower the screen. You might hug it in. You rock side to side. And then from here, we'll just take a gentle therapeutic twist. So you might want a blanket or a block or a pillow nearby. As we just draw the knees in, you might shift the hips a little bit to the left and then let the knees fall to the right. So maybe they fall on a block or a pillow, or maybe that block comes between the knees. You might open up the arms. Maybe the gaze falls to the left. And check if your left shoulder is hanging, if it feels like there's pulling, bring more lift to the knees. The more you lift up the legs, the more that shoulder can relax down. Beautiful. Start to come back to center. You might shift your hips a little bit to the right this time, and then let the knees fall to the left. Using any prop to really help that right shoulder release down. Notice if you want your head to turn to the right or up towards the sky. Nice full deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. Drawing the knees back to center. You can remove whatever might have been there. Feet out wide. One more set of windshield wipers if that feels good. And check in with your body. Is there any shape, any stretch, any movement you'd like to take before Shavasana? Please feel free. Otherwise, finding your way into your Shavasana. What would serve you? You may rest your calves up on a chair or a big pillow. You might bring a blocker pillar under your sacrum. Maybe your feet are up at the sky or against a wall. Maybe you're laying flat. Inviting your whole body to land. You might envision an hourglass just flowing into the bottom, your whole body just melting here. And just be. I invite you to deepen the breath. You might bring some gentle movement to your fingers or toes. You're stretching. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side. Just taking a moment, dropping in. And just seeing how you feel in your body in this moment. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you. Hope you all have a really nice day today. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
All the best to your little munchkin in the next
Yeah.
week or so.
Thank you.
Maybe that'll
Thanks.
stick. Oh.
You be back in 2 weeks? Will you be back
What's
in 2
that?
weeks? Will you be back
Well,
in 2 weeks?
I mean, she might not have it for 2 weeks, so
Oh,
like, who knows,
okay.
right? Yeah. So I'm still here for now.
Okay.
Good luck.
Be well.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Grandma to be.
Thank you.